Yo, what's poppin' everybody? This is Sabro Final 4. Today, I'm gonna talk about what I think are the two worst facilities in the Battle Frontier, and this includes Emerald and Platinum and Heart Gold Soul Silver, like out of all of them, to be honest. The first one is the Battle Palace in Pokemon Emerald. I'm gonna give a little asterisk later on because maybe another facility can be more difficult for other people, but I think when it comes down to it, at least for me, this one was definitely the worst. I left it last because I knew this one's just going to be the worst, and it was true basically. It wasn't as difficult as I thought it was going to be, and I originally thought you had to get like a 49 streak to fight the Palace Maven, but it was actually a 42 streak. Glad about that. I guess they knew when they were making it. They knew, man, this facility is such bullshit. Let's make it like a 42 streak instead of like the usual 49 streak to get the gold. But the reason why this one is definitely the worst for me in the Emerald Battle Frontier is because the Pokemon you bring to the facility aren't going to follow your orders. You kind of have to let them do their own thing. And based on the nature of your Pokemon, it affects the type of moves they're going to use and how often they're going to loaf around, being capable of using the power, that's the term, and just basically skip a turn and not attack. But it just heavily revolves around luck, and it's a pain in the ass. I mean, maybe it's part of the challenge, I guess, and once again, it's gonna give you an excuse to train Pokemon with different natures and shit. Like maybe you train up a Donphan instead of having an adamant nature, just have a docile nature because it's gonna make it more often use damaging attacks like Earthquake and whatever the fuck. But the point is, it's a pain in the ass because if you're going to use your standard Pokemon for your other facilities, like a modest Pokemon that's a special attacker, they're going to want to use status moves and shit. They're going to loaf around. They're not going to perform the move you want to make. And it's a pain in the ass. It's heavily luck based. And the only real like move you can make is depending on what your opponent has, if you're going to switch to a different Pokemon. That's about it, which this is something you have in all of the facilities except for the battle arena, like the martial arts area. So it's a pain in the ass because all of the times that I lost, it's because my Pokemon either just don't want to make a move for like 2 or 3 turns, and just not making a move for 1 turn is huge in the Battle Frontier. And it basically a game, a facility where you're trying to get multiple streaks, you can't really make errors. Everything counts, like a critical hit counts, random status counts, like everything. So to just skip a turn and not attack, and a lot of the times, just do this multiple times. Like I have a battle video that I posted that was just so bad. I mean, there's more than just that, but I'm not just gonna show everything. Where I was incapable of using my power, like probably 10 times in a battle with Metagross and different Pokemon, and it's just insane. You just basically lose because of the system, and it was fucked up. But I did get the gold symbol. I mean, I did make it to the Palace Maven Spencer 2 times for gold. The first time, I didn't even know I was going to play him. Like I've said, I thought, man, 42 battle and I'm fighting this guy. So I had Metagross first, so I had to switch into Regirock. Regirock was supposed to be my first Pokemon on the last streak where I know I'm going to fight Palace Maven at the end. So that gave me a disadvantage, but I mean, it wasn't the only reason that I lost. But then the second time around, when I made it to him, everything worked according to plan. I had my Pokemon in the right order. They did what they had to do. I didn't have that super bad luck, I guess. And I just finished him off, got the gold symbol, and it was great. But it is a big pain in the ass because his team at the end, it's not like an amateur team. He has a Suicune, he has a Slakin, he has Arcanine. Slakin and Suicune are the real dangerous Pokemon, as I mentioned in my Frontier Brain, strongest Frontier Brain video. They're dangerous as fuck because Slaking, I mean, it loafs around every turn guaranteed, yeah, but if your Pokemon are gonna do that shit too, then he doesn't really just get the disadvantage of Slaking then. That's gonna loaf around. So that's bullshit. That's number one. Number two is Suicune has the super dangerous set of Calm Mind Surf. You guys might know it if you're competitive. That's super dangerous. There's not a lot of things that are gonna be able to deal with that Pokemon easily. And I mean, it's always the danger. You know, you want to bring a strong electric Pokemon that's gonna Thunderbolt that dude or just do something. If you start being incapable of using your power and then the dude starts using Calm Mind Surf, you're gonna die. So it just the whole thing where you're not guaranteed of making the move you want to make just changes everything. So I brought in Milotic and I put in Toxic on it. I'm not usually the biggest, I guess, proponent. Is that the word? I think that's the right word for stall tactics in the Battle Frontier, because the more you stall, the more you increase your chances for a critical hit or some other bullshit like Ice Beam Freeze, whatever. But with my Milotic, I just knew that dealing with that Suicune, I needed to do this shit. Like I thought, what Pokemon can I bring, offensive Pokemon that's gonna kick that guy's ass, that minimizes the risk of me losing, and there was just no option. I mean, I guess maybe you could bring something, but I just went the slow route. I said, hey, you know what? I'm gonna bring this Milotic. Even if it Calm Minds like 5 times, it's not gonna be killing me with Surf or Blizzard. So I think I should be good. My Milotic likes to use Recover all the damn time because it's modest too, so I think I should be good. And the plan is just, as long as I get that one Toxic in, since I know the dude doesn't have rest, get the Toxic, and then I could just recover all the damn day, it's gonna be good. And it worked out, thankfully, and we got the gold symbol. So that's the fucking Battle Palace in Emerald. Now, the other facility that's the damn worst is the Battle Factory in Platinum and Heart Gold Soul Silver. And this one, I would say it's even more difficult than the Battle Palace in Emerald. And I'm going to explain why. This is where I'm going to throw the little asterisks I was talking about earlier. In Emerald, the Battle Factory for me, it was hard. I'm definitely going to say it was one of the hardest, nerve-wracking, for sure. But it was one of the earliest symbols I got, I'm pretty sure. Like, it might have been my third symbol, second symbol, I don't remember. I got that a long time ago, like when I was university, 2012, that sort of period in the UK. And I haven't really replayed it again, but it definitely took a lot of skill. It probably does take luck with the Pokemon you're going to get, but it's more about how you use them and just not making any errors, knowing what my opponent can do, all the possibilities. So you switch at the right time, you make the right play. Either you attack or you switch at exactly the right time with the Pokemon you got. Otherwise, that one misplay is going to cost you and then you lose. So somehow, some way, I got the gold symbol in the Battle Factory in Emerald. I don't know if I would be able to do it again. I mean, I know Tamahiro had to do like the RNG cheat shit and whatever the fuck. I think that's actually a good idea for another Battle Frontier video. But yeah, just doing shit with the frame so that you can increase your chances to get good as Pokemon in the beginning. I don't really recommend that shit, but I guess somehow she worked it out for her. But I didn't do any of that shit, and I did get the gold symbol. I don't know if I could do it again. I have no idea. I haven't really replayed it. But I definitely know the Battle Factory in Platinum and Heart Gold is the fucking worst. And I think I would say it's the damn worst because in Emerald, the factory, you're limited to the Pokemon from Gen 1 to Gen 3, like all of the options they've got for that game. Now, in Platinum and Heart Gold, there's obviously the Gen 4 Pokemon, new evolutions, a bigger Pokedex, special physical split. There's just a lot more possibilities, more items you gotta account for. There's the choice items too. Choice Scarf and stuff is on Pokemon in the Battle Factory in Platinum and Heart Gold. So there's just more things that you need to account for that you can't really account for everything. Your odds to be able to account for everything, just having the Pokemon to deal with everything, is just really low. And I seriously think if it's even possible to get the gold print in the Battle Factory in those games. I mean, my best streak, I think, was like in the 40s, like 40, fuck, I don't remember, 40 something, like not even late 40s. It might just be like 40. Yeah, I think that's it. It's exact 40. Like I was in the 7th round, 7th streak, lost in the 1st round, some shit like that. And that was my best streak over there so far. Usually, you just die in the 30s. and you might even just not even make it to the silver print because it's just such bullshit. I mean, with the possibilities, getting shit Pokemon, and like once again, all of the different Pokemon and moves you gotta account for. That's why I think the Battle Factory in Platinum and Heart Gold is the worst. It's the most difficult one because for me, I played the Battle Factory in those games a lot more than I did for the Battle Palace in Emerald. Like the Battle Palace, it was hell. It was a pain in the ass. I lost a lot of the times, heavy in the streak for some bullshit. But I would definitely say I didn't play the Battle Palace as much as the Battle Factory. Like I've been trying to get the gold print in the Battle Factory in Platinum and Hard Gold for years now. Like it's crazy. I mean, I don't know. Like I just really don't know if I'm ever gonna get it. But I think it's the worst. But that's why I put the asterisk because basically the Battle Factory in Platinum is the same thing with Battle Factory in Emerald. But I just think that the fact that it's just Gen 1 through 3, there's just less Pokemon, fewer Pokemon to account for, just fewer items, just a more limited, I guess, metagame. I don't know how to explain it. I just don't think the Battle Factory in Emerald is worse or more difficult than the one in Platinum and Heart Gold Soul Silver. Maybe I just got lucky and it's just as bad as the ones in Gen 4. And for people, it's just the hardest facility to get the gold symbol in Emerald. But for me personally, in Emerald, I'll put the Palace as the worst. And then the number one worst in the Gen 4 and the Gen 3 Battle Frontier, I would put the Battle Factory. It's just hell for me. So I think that's going to do it for this video. The two worst facilities in both the Battle Frontiers, in Emerald and Platinum and Heart Gold Soul Silver. So tell me what you guys think. If you're playing the Battle Frontier, which one you found the worst. Some ones like the Battle Pike, I guess that can be pretty bad too. Maybe for some people, things like the Battle Pyramid are going to be intimidating. Battle Pike, like I've said, the battle arena is definitely difficult as well, but I wouldn't put it as the hardest one for sure in Emerald. Which one is the other one? The one that really has, I think, a lot of luck to it as well. And I think that was poor design, but I mean, I got the gold print for that. Is the fucking one, what's the name? Battle, oh fuck. The one that's like the damn fashion show. It's not the Battle Arcade. I forget its fucking name. Well, the one with that like middle-aged woman, like the grandma, where you basically only use one Pokemon, and then you fight Pokemon from all the different types. That one in Platinum and Heart Gold Soul Silver. That one, I would also think maybe it's gonna be rough for a lot of people, and it could be the worst for them. But I think you do have a decent amount of control in that facility. You know, choosing the types, the Pokemon you want to fight, and just sort of planning your shit out. So I wouldn't put it the worst, but there's definitely, I mean, if one thing goes wrong in that shit, then you definitely lose. So that's going to be pretty bad. It's pretty luck based. So I'm going to give it that. And I guess the Battle Tower in Emerald, because you got to get the biggest streak. You know, 70 streak is nothing to fuck around with. And then Salon Maiden Annabelle, it's definitely going to be really difficult opponent to fight. 100%. In that last fight. I mean, her team is borderline perfect. Latios, Raikou, and Snorlax with that moveset, those movesets. So, I guess I'll give her that. But for the most part, if I had to pick, the two worst ones is the Palace and then the Factory in the Gen 4 games. That's it. So I don't think I forgot anything. Yeah, I think other things like the arcade, if you like, I guess train your skill with the battle roulette, that could be an easy facility too. It's not just gonna be a pain in the ass. That's about it. Tell me what you guys think. What's the worst one for you if you're playing the Battle Frontier and trying to get the gold prints and symbols? And I'll see you guys next time. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share this video with your friends, and wazay!